is, how can I achieve khushoo in my prayers?
No, this requires a long session. Khushoo is not steroids. It's not a pill you take. Alhamdulillah, now. Khushoo is a lifestyle, is a conviction. I always tell this to people who come to me. You've heard it a gazillion times. It's boring, but who cares? People come, Sheikh, my wife doesn't wear the hijab. Sheikh, my son smokes. Sheikh, my husband is addicted to porn. Sheikh, this, Sheikh, that. I say to them, all of these are symptoms. If someone comes to you and says, I have a severe headache, I think here you give them Tylenol. So in Saudi we have Panadol. So give them 2 Tylenols. MashaAllah, 6 hours, no headache. He comes back. Oh, it came back again. Take 2 Tylenols. And you do this for a whole week. Did I help him? No. Probably he has cancer. He has something that is serious. Yeah. He has a serious illness, chronic illness. The symptoms are the headache. So by giving him what cures the symptoms, not the illness itself, I'm not helping him. Likewise, all of our problems are going back to the chronic illness. That is not knowing Allah. We have a huge void in our hearts. It's empty. That's why we feel depressed so many times. That's why so many times we're agitated. We're not happy. You can see it in the people's faces. They're working 9 to 5. And they take 2 hours to commute and 2 hours to come back. And they have to pay the rent. And they have to, well, here the rent is, compared to Toronto. Anyhow, and they have problems with the kids. They have problems with the wife, the in-laws, the food, the debts, so many things. This is the void in your heart. I went to Pakistan last year. And subhanallah, in Pakistan, the people are stone broke, below poverty lines, and seriously. But I see people with 13 or 14 family members living in shanty houses or tin houses, no running water. Salaam alaikum, Sheikh, please come. And the smile is from here to here. And he doesn't say, I'm your biggest fan, because he doesn't even have a fan. And the guy invites me to a biryani. He said, we received this 3 nights ago from a leftover from the wedding. Come, Sheikh, Bismillah. It's barakah. I said, this is not sufficient for me alone. It's only a couple of spoons, let alone your family. He said, no, say Bismillah. Allah will put barakah, Sheikh. Allah has graced us. La ilaha illallah. Where can I get this iman? His heart is filled with the love of Allah. He doesn't look at the half empty of the glass or the empty glass, because he has a glass. We have bottles, and still we think that Allah has not favored us or blessed us. Khushuu does not come until you know who Allah is, until you know what's His beautiful names and attributes. Isn't it a shame that when someone says Allah has 99 names, and you're asked how many names do you memorize? They said, like 15. And then someone asks you of these 15 names, how many do you know the meaning of? Maybe 1 or 2. Then how would you say Allahu Akbar and start to pray? It's empty. You don't know who you're talking to. When you say Subhana Rabbi al-Azim, you don't know who you are bowing to or prostrating to. Therefore, to do khushuu, we need much more time and space and an open hearts to rectify our affairs. Our whole lifestyle is rubbish, or as they say in English, rubbish. It is nonsense. We're not abiding by the Quran or by the Sunnah. We do good deeds. I have to admit, mashallah, the brothers pay generously for the cause of Allah. The brothers may offer night prayer. The sisters may cook food for Ramadan. They're contributing to the community. But We always think that we have credit. What do you mean, Sheikh? Akhi, you're making a call. Yeah, I have credit. It's international call. Sheikh Hassan doesn't answer the mobile, WhatsApp or FaceTime. Only international call. You can call me any time of the day or night. My number is open to all. It's free. But I don't receive except one call a day, and it has to be less than 3 minutes. Any quick, rapid fire question. Not, Sheikh, I'd like to tell you about my problem since childhood. No, don't. I'm going to hang up. So you call and you get the answer. What brought me this issue?
We were talking about khushoo.
Huh?
Khushoo.
Yeah. I totally lost it. Age, and 13 daughters, and the uterus. I forgot. Anyhow, to get khushoo, you have to fill the void in your heart. You have to learn Allah's beautiful names and attributes. You have to change. Yes, when you give, I have credit. See, you're asleep. Half asleep, no, more than me. What do we mean by we have credit? We all are like this. I'm among you. I go take Umrah. So I finish my Umrah. I live 1 hour away from Kaaba. Alhamdulillah. So taking Umrah is piece of cake. While driving back, Shaitan comes to me and said, why don't you listen to some music? Astaghfirullah, I just did Umrah. I said, yes, you have a clean book. You have credit. Okay. So I listened to some music, go back home. Why did you watch Netflix? I don't have it. Subscribe. Game of Thrones, season 16. Good. Okay, I have credit. This is our biggest problem. We treat Allah that we have credit. I've done good things in my life. I've done charity. I've done night prayer. I've fasted Mondays. So I have credit. And this is the void in our hearts. We don't have fear of Allah. We think that, no, I've done so many things. Allah Azza wa Jal should give me more. So once you fill the void in your heart by knowing Allah, by being humble, then inshallah you have khushuu and Allah knows best.